The short sleeves today certainly let you know the winter weather is over, but the aftermath is not. Tonight, thousands of Arkansans still without power. That's our lead story at 6. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Faith Woodard. With families in southern parts of the state still in the dark today, that marks 4 days without electricity for some.
But rest assured, crews are working around the clock. And tonight, THV 11's Brooke Buckner shows us where they are at and why someone's neighbor could have power, even if you don't.
It's not very simple. It's very complicated, actually.
Rob Rodell with Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas says crews are working 16-hour days to get power back on in South Arkansas, but it's not a quick process. CNL Electric is currently restoring distribution lines, which is step 3 out of 5 for the entire process.
After that point is when we begin correcting damages to service drops or the lines that run from the power line to your home.
So what happens when your neighbor has power but you don't? Rodell says usually that means they're on a different circuit than you.
That means a different line is feeding their home. That can confuse people quite a bit. I've seen this over the years.
More than 100 outside line workers are assisting CNL.
It's easily some of the worst damage I've seen in my 20 odd years of career of doing this. A lot of damaged structures, a lot of destroyed structures.
Matt Ramsey with Entergy says their restoration process takes longer than usual because they had to bring in extra equipment to check out the damage.
There's been places where we brought in swamp boats in order to kind of reach some of these places, and also ATVs and special equipment and tracked vehicles in order to kind of get over the wooded terrain. So these are not easily accessible areas that we're talking about.
Ramsey says a lot of rebuilding is involved because the weight of the ice did so much damage.
A lot of power poles got broken, and so that's due to the ice that fell onto the power lines. And so it just takes a little extra time, especially in these hard to reach places.
Both Rodell and Ramsey ask for patience as the restoration process moves forward.
We can't have everybody's power back on at one time just because that would overload the grid and that would end up causing even more damage. So just be patient as we're working to try to get everybody's power back on.
In Pine Bluff, Brooke Buckner, THV 11 News.
And checking the internet, still about 13,000 without power tonight statewide, about 2,500 of them in Jefferson County.
Now, Entergy customers make up about half that total, and Ramsey says he hopes it's restored tonight for them.